Okay, welcome back. We got our new gas tank in. And I'm going to compare it with the old one to see if it will fit in with no problems. This one must weigh about 10 pounds more. It's full of stuff. It also had a soldered repair on the bottom. One point was done. Bob and their tag is still on here. Happy's Auto Radiator in Hicksville, New York. They repaired it probably in the early 80s. So we're going to go with the Repro one. See how it fits. I think the gauge of it's a little bit thinner than the original. Let's see if it goes in. And does it fit? The answer is no, it does not fit. Hitting over here and over there. So we'll compare it with the original tank. Look at the front corner. The factory tank has the ends kind of ground in a little bit on both sides. See the other side? Same thing. So now we need to cut away a piece of this brand new tank on both sides. Probably going to try to do it with just a pair of tin snips. See how that goes. All right. Let's see. That works okay. The weld is in here, so you could theoretically cut this back further. There was a spot weld right there. We'll trim a little off on the other side and try to fit it in again. Nothing like brand new parts that fit right in your car. Okay, the little snip worked. Snip on that side, a little snip on that side. Seems like it is a little far forward compared to the original, but that'll work. The bolts will fit in. We can move on to sealing up the tank to the floor. Gonna do that with some strip caulk. All right, test fit. We have the tank dropped in, and you could see the outlet. It's pointing in the right direction. We need to tighten it. And our new fuel line is a little bit longer than what it needs to be, so we're probably actually going to cut a little bit off of that, maybe like another inch off of that, and loop around the new hose to connect the tank to the main line. Tightening. Okay, I've got strip caulk running around the perimeter here. I'm going to put more in the back once the tank is in place, because it'll be falling off while I'm trying to push the tank in place. And the gap here seems a little bit bigger on the new tank compared to where it sits here, so it might need extra. So the tank's going to go in there. Yeah, that gap's pretty wide, so I'll double up some pieces in there. All right, we got some in the gap in there. Kind of bows up a little bit more in the center on here. But that's acceptable. Tighten this thing down and then we will hook up all the lines. Okay, the gas line's hooked up on the bottom, and now we got to hook up the fill pipe. We got our vent line hooked up. That's the original one. It still looks usable. It's not in bad shape. Has the non-original clamp on there already for when they took the gas tank out. The fill lines, they actually don't look bad, but I already purchased a new one. We need to cut this in half, and the original clamps we're going to reuse. They're still in great shape. And we have the little rubber piece that came off the tank that actually came off in good shape. You will see if this will fit on there. The original lines have a little rubber band that kind of seals onto that. Then the hose slips on and makes a seal against it. So this was the one off the tank, and we will see if it'll go on this one. One side on. Let's see how this one goes on. lubrication. There we go. As with everything else that's reproduction, it's just a little bit fatter, so the factory clamp can barely grasp around that. Just got it caught by a few threads. Once it tightens up, it'll be good, but it doesn't give me a lot of room to position this where I want it. So let's see how the rest of it goes. Okay, everything is tight. We did not use the ring that was on the fuel tank for the other one. The hose went on there good. There's plenty of space around there for the clamp, and it is very tight. Now for the fuel sender. We got a repro one because the original one ain't gonna work. This thing is rusted solid. Okay, and we have our wire hooked up. We have a ground over here that's just running down to a bolt. And let's see if we have anything here. Ignition is on. It's reading reserve. Okay, let's fill it up. There it goes. Kind of jumpy. Go to full. Come on, you can do it. That's it. And we'll empty it now. Drop it down. There it goes. All right, good. See if there's a ground from here to there. There it is. See if it goes up again. All right, ground is good. Should be good. We need to do a quick rehab on our filler cap. What's left of the gasket is just crumbling apart. So I'm going to pick all that up, clean it up with a wire brush, and put a new O-ring on it. Okay, scraped off what was left of the O-ring, wire brushed it, and we'll get a new rubber O-ring on it. As good as new. All right, we got the front of the car jacked up. And we have a fuel line disconnected right at the fuel pump. And I have it pinched off right now with a little clamp. I'm going to dump about a gallon or so of gasoline in it, open this up and see if we have fuel coming out. And then we were going to go check for leaks on the bottom of the tank, make sure that the little fitting that's screwed into the tank is good. And I don't want to dump too much gas in case there is a leak. So let's see what happens. Good. Okay, no leaks under the tank. Let's turn the key and see how much gas a gallon gave us. Come on, go, go, go. Half a tank, come on. And barely into reserve. Oh well. And did you ever wonder what an inside of a gas tank looked like that's been sitting since 1987? Well, I do, so I'm going to cut this thing open and see what it looks like. Is nasty. I also needed to do this because my garbage bin would not take it. So I have to cut it up in smaller pieces. But actually, I'm probably going to repurpose this into something else. So you'll see later on what I have planned. So, you think you're going to clean out a gas tank after it's sitting? Look at this crud that's in here. Oh my God. I think I need a bigger shovel. I would never believe that there was this much crud in one tank.